Welcome back to Ithaca BJJ. If you're tired of getting smashed by big guys, we're going to show you how to use the lasso guard to turn the tables. Let's get started. First, understand this grip. You're not pulling with your forearms, you're just gripping with your fingers. Using your fingers as sort of a hook. This prevents your forearms from getting tired and burned out. Now notice here how Professor Matt is going to wrap up Brian's leg just before dropping into an X guard. So what we have here is a combination lasso and X guard, which completely takes away Brian's base on his right side. Now Professor Matt brings this leg up and grips it up by his ear to execute the sweep. Let's see that from another angle. Notice how he hugs Brian's ankle up near his cheek, near his ear, as he holds on to that far sleeve. This completely removes Brian's base. So here's Brian expertly drilling this technique. Now what most experienced players will do is they will stand once that lasso guard gets in. And as the opponent stands, Brian transitions to an X guard, brings that ankle up near his ear, and executes the sweep. Here it is from another angle. Getting distance, getting the lasso in, scoops under that leg, and gets in the X. This almost guarantees the sweep. Now what some opponents will do is they will drop down on that leg and make themselves heavy to prevent the sweep. Here you're going to pull up on that lapel, and when you do, simply rotate your hips with that butterfly hook. Here it is from another angle. John squats down to be heavy, but Professor Matt pulls on that lapel just to elevate John just slightly. And using that lasso and a butterfly hook sends him right to his side. Now what he's explaining here is you're going to go for the hook on that far leg and then simply rotate the hips, grab that lapel, and there's your sweep. So here I am practicing this with Brian. I get my lasso and then I push him away to get a little bit distance, hook that far leg, and there's the sweep. And here's Brian again with John. Notice the position of that hook. Now this one is really tricky. This is a combination lasso and De La Riva. This makes this grip extremely tight. The opponent really has nowhere to go here. And even for someone who's larger than you, once this combination lasso De La Riva configuration gets in there, there's just nowhere for him to go. Now let's look close here. There's a lot going on here. There's that inside hook for the De La Riva. There's the grip on the lapel, and right here, we have that lasso. Again, there is nowhere for the opponent to go. Now, one way to negate this type of a sweep is to just lean to the side as Professor Matt does here. And what a lot of people will do is they will take this as an opportunity to come up. And then you can catch them coming up and get right on top. So here's Brian again, practicing this technique. So there's the lasso. Most experienced players from here, they're going to stand up. And Brian gets that nice De La Riva configuration. There is just nowhere to go with that hook in there. Now this one is tricky, folks. Now I'm not a guy who likes to invert, but Even for someone like me, this is very doable. You're going to invert and come around to get that omoplata. What causes this is the opponent steps back with that leg. So you do the inversion, hold on to the sleeve, and as you're coming around, you're going to switch your grip. And an experienced player will roll, and this will bring you right up on top. Now here's a couple of newly minted blue belts working on this technique. And here's Jabin, a far more experienced blue belt. Watch how perfectly he executes this. There's the lasso. Opponent stands up. Leg gets pulled back. And then Jabin goes for the inversion. Now I want you to watch how he changes his grip as he comes around. You see that? Let's watch that from another angle. Here comes the inversion. Now watch closely. Watch how he changes his grip as he's coming around. Right there. Experienced player rolls, and Jabin comes right up on top. Just be careful with that bicep slicer. Thanks again for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.